Hey YouTube world, this is Marvin with Better Way to Connect TV, and I have for you guys, it's called the AirTV Player. This is an Android TV box that has a little something different. It actually has a USB device or adapter that connects your antenna, your over-the-air antenna, to an Android TV box. So this is the device right here, the USB adapter. And so what this thing does is, it's supposed to, it's an actual Android TV box, right? But it's a little bit something different. It also adds, it includes your over-the-air channel. So it makes it all into one device. I've been looking for a device like this for a while. Now, I like the TiVo Romeo OTA. I like that because, it gives you your basic streaming apps like Netflix, Amazon, and Hulu, and then it also includes your over-the-air channels with that too. So that's really good. But I really like the Android TV boxes because I like all the things that you can do with Android TV boxes. The TiVo is very limited in what it can do. What it does very well, but I like to be able to go on the Google Play Store and download apps and stuff like that. So hopefully I want to see what this box can do. Like I said, I saw this came out this year at CES 2017. Now it has Sling already integrated into the box. So I don't know if the Sling company owns this, if AirTV is a subsidiary of Sling. I'm not sure about that. Maybe some of you who out there who's watching this video knows. You can get back with me in the comments. But so let me just take you on a trip around the box. This is the actual box itself, the device. Yeah. So, but before we get into that, just I want to go with full disclosure. Okay, the folks at AirTV did not reach out to me. I purchased this with my own money, and so I'm going to do a fair unboxing and review of this device. This is my first time receiving it here. So yeah. With that in mind, let's go ahead and get the unboxing started. Okay, so again, now when you buy this is how it came to me in the mail. Sling Television, you get a $50 credit when you purchase this. Okay, so let me show you the website where you can get it from. Now, this is not on Amazon.com just yet. I'm assuming that they're probably going to go there after a while, but for right now, you need to go to airtv.net. Okay, I'll put the link in the description so you can go and check it out. But the model that I have is for $129.99, so basically $130. They do have a different model. It's just the Android TV box itself, and that goes for $99.99. And then you can buy the adapter just by itself. So let's say, I'm assuming now, I don't know if this is true or not, but I'm assuming that this USB adapter will actually work with other Android TV boxes. Don't quote me on that. I'll find out. I'll make sure if that is the case. But that was, it's actually, you can purchase this separately. It's $39.99. So that was, I'm thinking that the reason why you could purchase this separately is because you could probably use it with your own Android TV box. So but I'm sure it's designed to go with their box. They made it for their box. So, but I don't understand why they would sell you this item separately if it doesn't work with any other boxes. That I'm not exactly sure about. But yeah, so airtv.net, you can check it out. So that's where I went to go purchase mine. So let's get on with the unboxing here. I'll show you around the box. These are some of the things on this side here. And then you got your player, your AirTV adapter, your antenna. Now the antenna does not come included with this box. The antenna is something that you purchase on your own separately, and you connect it to this box. Okay, so on the back here, modern TV with a familiar feel. That's what it says. So it looks really. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. When I first saw it, I was like, I didn't like the color scheme too much, and it kind of looked like, like a like a toy almost, you know. But like again, you know, I'm willing to give it a try and see what it can do. I do like the layout of the remote. It's just that you know, everybody's home entertainment center is different, but the colors pretty much stand the same. You got dark, gray, you know, and so here we are with this bright blue, white device, and it's gonna go into your, now if it works, hey, who cares what color it is, right? But I don't know, it's just like I said, it's just kind of, the color just threw me off. Maybe that was something they wanted to get everybody's attention. Hey, look at this, you know, check this out. So here's the actual USB device. There's not much really on this side. It says let me get that for you. AirTV adapter, USB extension cable. It's what you will need. AirTV player antenna. So I don't know why they would sell this separately. Maybe you buy the device, maybe you buy the Android TV box and then figure out, hey, let me try the or you know what, it could be a situation where you may not be in a good area to receive, you know, where you are is not a good area for over-the-air TV. So yeah, I can understand that. So that makes sense. Yeah, if you're not in an area that gets good over-the-air reception, so why would you buy the USB TV adapter if you don't have an antenna? So you could just buy the Android TV box and just be good with that. Okay, I get it. I get it. I'm a little slow, just a little slow. Anyway, all right. So what else is on the box? Okay, so let's go ahead and break into it. Now this box is 1080p and 4K capable. Okay, they didn't say anything about HDR. So let's see what's in the box. This is my handy dandy Leatherman. Just bought it. If you guys, this is for ladies and men. If you guys ever need a device, a knife, man, I said get a Leatherman. That's my advice to you. Get a Leatherman. It's got all the things you want. Okay, so here's the remote. The remote is nice. It's got a it feels good. It's not really smooth. It's got that matte soft feeling. Okay, all right. And here's the device itself. It's got a little heft to it too, man. This is kind of heavy. Okay, so we got a remote finder button here on the top. That's it. And then in the front, you got your power. It's probably an LED sensor and also power device. And then on the back, it doesn't look all that bad. You know, now that I got it in my hand, it doesn't look that bad. And then on the bottom, got some information here on the bottom, nothing else, some rubber feet. And then on the back here, you got your power supply, your Ethernet port, HDMI, your optical out for audio, and then 2 USB. Now, right now I'm just gonna assume that the 2 USB are 2.0, but I'll get back with you guys on that to find out, to see whether or not it actually is 2.0 or 3.0. But right now I'm just gonna go ahead and guess that it's a 2.0. Those are two 2.0 ports. Now, what would really kick it off is if they were 3.0. Nothing on this side, just your little LED light here. Probably remote sensor too, and that's it. Okay, so then the back of the device. Okay, so what else do you get in the box? You get your $50 credit from Sling TV. Okay. You get your Let's Get Started booklet. Seems pretty simple. I do like the way they have it set up in the box, guys, with the let me go ahead and close this. I don't want to cut myself. And of course, your HDMI cable. Look like it's really good quality. The power. Okay, so this is similar to Roku's power charger or power plug. This is similar to Roku's, so I like that. Nice. real stable. Okay, so, and that's it in the box, guys, nothing else. So HDMI, so let's slide that off to the side here. So you got your remote, HDMI, and it looks like the remote already comes, let me see. Let's see, does it already have batteries in it? Oh, that's cool, man. They already put the batteries in there for you. So I'll just take this tab out. That is so cool, right? They already give you the batteries included. It's already in the box. Good to go, man. So win on that one. Definitely. So let's go ahead and open up the USB adapter and see what we get in there. The USB adapter. That's what we get. And do you get anything else? I don't know. Let's see. Okay, so what's in here? Put it off to the side. Okay. Boom. Got your booklet right. Got a little booklet right here. Get started booklet. Okay. And then you got a, probably this is an extension cable right here. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Extension cable for your USB adapter. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Yeah. It's got the braid in there, the metal braid in there. It's good quality stuff, man. And so this is the device itself, okay? So let's see what we got here. Wow, there we go. AirTV USB adapter, okay? That is probably a little LED for your, yeah, it doesn't look like it's a power or anything like that. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and check that out. Yeah, so this is everything that comes in the box. Your USB adapter, the extension cable, HDMI, your remote, and then the actual box itself. Okay guys, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug this up to my TV, and I'm going to give it a run and see what it's actually like. Hopefully I have good news to report back to you guys, but whichever the case, you know, whatever my likes and dislikes, I'm definitely going to give you guys the truth of my opinion, and basically see, you know, what we can do with this thing. So I'll give you guys, when I come back, I'll have it already connected to the TV, and then we'll take it from there. All right. Okay guys, I'm back. I have it connected to the TV, and just to show you the real quick simple connections, here is the over-the-air HD TV USB adapter. Okay, let me get a close-up on that. That's the antenna. This is the USB adapter itself. This right here is an extension cord, so you can just use this. I used it because whenever I used this device right here, it usually gave it a little rise on the back side. It always gave it a little rise right there. This is my wireless keyboard, and then my USB, I'm sorry, my HDMI, my Ethernet. I got it hardwired to my home network, and then the power cable. Real simple. All of that goes back to my simple connections here, my Ethernet and my home antenna. Okay, and then right over here behind the TV is the one HDMI. Okay, so you guys can see that right there. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the review. Okay guys, here we go. Just before I get started, I want to let you guys know this will probably be a little lengthy review, because there's some subjects that I want to touch bases with on the Android TV side, and then also just the device itself as a whole. So let's begin. I'm going to start off by first calling this a basic user / advanced user box also too. The reason why I call it basic user is because, let me wake it up here. It just went to sleep. It should, yeah, there you go. It should bring up. Now I like this part right here. This is like Chromecast is built into the device. But getting back to what I was stating before, the reason why I call it basic user / advanced user. If you guys have never been to my channel before, whenever I do a review on a device, an Android TV box, or just any device like this, I classify them as being a basic user or an advanced user. To give you some examples of what a basic user device is, it's something like a Roku or Fire TV Stick or Apple TV. Those are basic user devices, meaning you can go to Best Buy, you can pick them up, bring them home, and then have them up and running, and you can activate it with little to no learning curve on that. If you have an Apple TV, if you go out and buy an Apple TV, well, there's pretty much no learning curve on that device. I mean, if you already currently own an iPhone or an iPad, the Apple TV is going to be very similar to using those devices. The Apple TV is for everyone, but if you're already heavily invested in the Apple ecosystem, meaning that you already have an iPhone or a tablet, buying an Apple TV is just gonna make that user experience a whole lot more better. Now, I'm not saying that Android users can't go out and buy an Apple TV. I'm just stating that, you know, if you're already heavily invested in the Apple ecosystem, you buy most of your content on the App Store, you know, your music and stuff like that. Well, going out and buying Apple TV would definitely help you out. You know, if you went out and bought a Roku, and the same thing with Fire TV Stick. The Fire TV Stick, Amazon's devices, they're very easy. There's no learning curve on that. You basically just go out and get those devices and bring them back home, and you can figure out how to work them within a matter of minutes. Those are basic user devices. Now, an advanced user device would be an Android TV, or you know, some people like to take miniature PCs and convert them into streaming devices. So anything that is Android TV or Google TV, something like that, that type of interface is going to be an advanced user. Okay. Now this box is very familiar to people. If anyone out there who's already familiar with NVIDIA Shield TV or the Xiaomi Mi box, I'll show you the Android side of it. It has the same interface. Okay, let me go back to, there we go, my TV, and then you scroll down to the bottom, you go to the apps. When you select apps, this will take you to the Android side of the box. And here we go, this is the Android side, and these are all the apps that I have downloaded for my wife. Now, I basically set this box up for my wife, okay? And she loved it, okay? I thought it was going to be a real hard push for her to try and get this, you know, try and use this box other than her Roku. She really loves the Roku, and she swears by it, you know, all day. And it's a pretty good device. I can't say anything bad about the Roku. But this device right here, you do get 4K on YouTube, and you do get 4K on Netflix. So Netflix is actually built into the device. When you see the remote, they have a Netflix button right here. This remote also has a microphone, so you can use the voice search on here too. So you can type up, let me see, I'm gonna use the voice right now. 4K video. And so it just brings up my 4K video. Okay. It's basically for people. You know, most of the searches is Google oriented, so it'll bring up anything on YouTube for you. Let me see. Let's see what happens. Iron Man. Let's see what it does when it brings up Iron Man. So, like I said, it brings up Iron Man for you, and it gives you the option of where you can purchase it. You can rent it through Google Play, or you can watch it through. You can watch a trailer on YouTube, and you can view it or rent it available on Vudu. So this is something similar. This is like, you know, some of the options that it give you if you do a voice search. Okay, so let's go back to the home screen here. Now I've downloaded Plex, and I've downloaded Kodi on here, iHeartRadio. But just to let you get an idea before I go back into this. So let's go back to the home screen. Okay, so now this device is more so geared towards Sling TV, but you don't have to have a Sling. You don't have to have a Sling account to use this box. You know, you can still operate the box without having a Sling account. So that was one of the things I thought was pretty cool. Now, the reason why I would classify this box as a basic user box is because if you're not familiar with Android TV or its interface or anything like that, you can just buy this box and plug it into your TV, and it will work for you. It's very easy to set up. This is a very simple process for you to set the box up. It's almost basically walk through step by step, but you will not get the full. I'm gonna say this: you will not get the full features of this box if you're not familiar with Android TV. Okay, so it's basically is basically gonna guide you into using Sling TV and Netflix. So if you're not familiar with Android TV and all of this is new to you, it's gonna be a big learning curve. Okay, it's gonna be a big learning curve. That's the honest, purest way that I could say it. You know, I'm not trying to steer you away from the box. I think this box is a very good device. But if you are not familiar with Android TV and you don't have, and you basically don't know how to set up your antenna, your over-the-air antenna, this will be a very, very short, simple box for you. You're gonna only be able to operate Sling TV and Netflix. Okay, maybe some things on the App Store, but not much. Now, just to give you my wife's opinion, I'm going to give you her pros and her cons because we actually used this box for a whole week. I'll start with the pros first. One of the things that she likes the most about the box is how easy it is to operate. Very, very easy. The remote controls her TV and the sound bar. So whenever she got ready to use the device, she would just hit the one power button right here on the remote, and it would turn on everything. It would turn on the TV, it would turn on her sound bar, and it would also control the sound through the sound bar for her. So it was just a one button push remote, and everything turned on. She loved that. It operated all devices. Like I said, it operated the TV, it operated her sound bar and stuff like that. And then the one thing that she loved about it is that it gave her so many options. It was a real cable-like experience. I think I would say it's better or either on par with TiVo. Okay, when it comes to cable-like experience, you just go through here and you pick which one you want. This is my Netflix queue, and you just pick whatever you want to see, and then it will come up for you automatically. Okay, I'll just pick something right here, Badlands, and it will just come up automatically and start playing. Okay, so let's go back and boom, let's get out of Netflix and go back to the home screen again. Okay, another thing that she liked about it was let's see, the fact that like sometimes it wasn't hard for her to find what she wanted on here. Okay, now when it came to live TV, I had to go to the menu. I mean, not the menu. I had to go back to the to their website to actually understand how to operate live TV. I was under the understanding that they were going to, your live TV channels were going to be mixed in with the Sling channels. Okay. So it gave you just one interface, but that's not actually the case. To get to live TV, what you have to do is go to guide, and then you scroll down, and then you go all the way to the end of the guide. Okay, all the way to the very end. And then you'll see a little TV icon, and then you come down and you see the launch button, and it says view over the air and internet channels. So you launch it. And this is where you get your live TV. Now, there's not a DVR type, there's no DVR service on this as of yet that I know of. They may try to bring out a DVR service with this box, but for right now, there's no DVR service with it. And you can't pause live TV. I've tried to do the things that, I do with TiVo, and that's not the case. It's just basically they give you a full set of channels on here, whatever you're able to receive on your over-the-air TV. Okay, so, and here's the television guide. It gives you an actual full TV guide. If you wait a little bit, the information will come up, but sometimes it'll come up like this with no information. And so you can just scroll through and just hit whatever channel you want. Okay, now it's easier for you if you bring up the guide as such. So I'm gonna bring up the guide here. It's easier to see how fast it is. I can just scroll up and down the channels as fast as I want. But if I exit out of this guide, let me go back young and the rest. If I exit out of this guide, now when it comes to channeling up, there's a little bit of a couple seconds here. And I think this is a USB device that's trying to process this, changing the channels. So you see how slow it is? Not that slow, but it's a couple seconds, It takes you maybe a second or two. And then the channel comes in. But it's much easier if you hit the guide and then you just scroll through and see what you want, okay? So now for me, I install antennas for a living, so setting this up was very, very easy for me. If you don't know much about antennas, or if you're not familiar with setting up an antenna, you're gonna have to get someone that knows how to install an antenna for you to get the most out of this device. That's where I classify this as an advanced user device, okay? They give you lots of instructions on the website of how to use the device. But when it comes to the Android side, the Android TV side, there's no instructions on that. It's either you know how to work Android TV or you don't. You can do a lot of YouTube, a lot of YouTube study. There's tons of people on YouTube who puts out videos on how to use Android TV boxes. So you could do that. But as far as someone buying this device and getting it home and just understanding how to operate Android TV, I would not say it's going to be an easy situation. Okay, my wife even told me that she would not have liked the box if I didn't already have set it up for her. So we have the over-the-air TV already set up here in my house. My home network is already set up, so it just made operating the box that much easier. Okay, so let's get into the cons. The cons of this device. One of them is the very first one. It's a huge learning curve. Like I said before, if you don't know about Android TV and how to get to Android TV, again, I myself had to go to their website and just see how to get to Android TV. The actual simple steps. I didn't realize that it was like you go into apps and then that brings up the Android side of the box. Okay. And then when you get over here, you got your usual apps that you would normally have. Hulu. Hulu works perfect on here. Okay. So I'm just going to pull it up. I'm not going to play anything. Just want to let you see it. And then we got Plex. My Plex is on here, my Plex account. This is my Plex server here at home, and my movies come right up. Okay, and then we have what else do I have on here? I downloaded Kodi. Now Kodi, I went ahead and downloaded Kodi Krypton. I went to the Google Play Store and I downloaded Kodi. So this is what my Kodi looks like. Now it's not gonna look, this is something that I actually set up here. Okay, so this is a build that I went on YouTube and I found, and I programmed this into Kodi. So not everyone's Kodi is gonna look like this, okay? But Kodi is available for you to download from the Google Play Store. I just wanted to, so let me go back here and go to power, exit, there we go. So Kodi works just fine for me. I don't have any problems with that. So again, this is something that I'm telling you guys. If you're not familiar with Android TV, you're not familiar with Kodi, this is going to be a huge learning curve. You might not, you know, for some of you who don't know about these things, you might end up returning the box. Because it's like I said, again, it is a huge learning curve. For those of you who do not already know about Android TV. As far as the gaming on this box, I had no issues with gaming. You can plug up a USB Bluetooth controller and play games. Unfortunately, I didn't have that set up for you guys today. I'll probably come back and do that on a second review. I'll probably be doing multiple, I mean not second review, but I'll probably be doing updates to this review on this device, because it's just so much to cover. I won't be able to cover everything this time around. Okay. Let's go back to another one of the things that she did not like. Let me see. Setting the antenna is totally okay. So setting up the antenna, this is a con. Setting up the antenna is totally separate from this device. So if you do not know how to set up an antenna, you will not get the full benefits of this Android TV box. And that's one of the things that they're selling it on. There's no instructions on that. Now they do have on their website where you can sign up to have a professional come out and install your television, your antenna for you. I don't know, it's different for every area, so you have to look on their website to see if there's someone in your area who does HD TV antenna installations. Another one of the cons is there's no instructions for Android TV. I kind of went over that before. These I'm just going off a list of things that that my wife said that she thought that would give people an issue. And then here's another big one. Sometimes the box get out of sync, and what I mean by that is this box automatically detects your television, and then it controls it for you. So you don't have to program it for your TV. Well, as soon as you plug it up, it will automatically detect what television, what brand it is, and then automatically have those codes, and it will know how to turn the TV on and off for you. That's just the basics of it. Now, it won't go into the menu. It won't go into the big, huge details of your television set. It just basically turns it on and turns it off. And then also, now I had to set this up. I had to manually go in and program it for her soundbar. It wasn't a big deal. It was real easy. I went to the website and it had step-by-step instructions on how to do it. But again, sometimes when you press the button, things go out of sync. So maybe the TV may turn on, the soundbar may not. Sometimes when you turn things off, the TV and the box may go off, but the soundbar stays on. So it's not a big deal. If you got the original remote, you just turn those devices off, and then when you get ready to turn it back on again, it will operate those devices. So sometimes it gets out of sync, and it's nothing that's a huge major complaint, but it is a big deal because it happened a lot to her while she was watching TV. Okay. The fact that, when she got ready to turn it on to watch TV, not all of her devices turned on at the same time. Okay. So, I'm just going to follow up with this. Like I said, I don't want to talk too long on this, but I'm going to give you my thoughts on the device. I think it's a really great device. That being said, they put everything in here that you could possibly, that you have your over-the-air channels. It was hard to get to, and they're still working on this box. Okay, they stated on the website and also on some certain press release that they're still working on this box, trying to get all of the kinks out of it. They still have some bugs in the device, but again, I would not say do not buy this box. This is not a situation like that. I'm just saying that they admit themselves that they're still working on this box and they're trying to get all the kinks out of it, the bugs that they have in the software. They're trying to, right now, what I've read online, they're trying to integrate the over-the-air channels into the Sling channels. Okay, so it'd just be one seamless type of situation. So when you're watching over the air, you can switch to Sling or whatever the case may be. They want it to be seamless. But I would say, guys, it's only $130. Give it a try. Definitely give it a try. It's a really good device. I like it, but just be aware if you don't know about Android TV, or you don't know how to set up your over-the-air antenna, you will not get the full benefits of this box. Okay, you definitely have to have someone set this up for you if you do not already know how to do these things. This box can be very difficult if you're not very familiar with those operations. Okay. So other than that, yeah, this is this was, man, I'm keeping the device. It's a really good device. I think it's good for anyone out there who's already familiar with Android TV. It's a really good device. One more note on this device: you do not get Android. I'm sorry, you do not get Amazon. The Prime account, what does it call it? Amazon Instant Video. You don't get Amazon on here. Now you can sideload Amazon. I did not want to do that. I was like, nah, this is not for me. But yeah, you don't get Amazon. If you have Roku, you get Amazon. Or if you have any other, you have Apple TV, you get Amazon. But this device right here, maybe they may get Amazon later on in the future, but they probably didn't work out things with the contract wise. But yeah, you don't have Amazon on here. But you do get Netflix, you do get Hulu, the basics. So, and you can download HBO on here, the HBO app. You can download the Showtime app. They have all these things on the Google Play Store side. You just go into the Google Play Store and download whatever apps that you see. Okay. Other than that, thanks guys for coming to my channel. Thanks for giving me the kind remarks on the comment side. If you guys have any questions, hit me up in the comment section. Other than that, take care, stay tuned. I'll talk to you next time. Bye.